Transformative education happens not just in classrooms, laboratories, and libraries.
Throughout the university's history, our gymnasiums and playing fields have been the sites of wins and losses, but also of lifelong friendships formed and lifetime lessons learned.
If I could send a message to the donors, I'd thank them for everything, because I do everything that I do on this court because of them. I'm able to use these facilities to the best of my ability, and I'm able to do well in sports and academics because of them.
Tonight's NCAA men's basketball contest. Tonight's game features the visiting University of Greenville College Panthers facing off against your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Before we begin tonight's game, we ask that you please stand if you are willing and able and face the flag next to the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem. Senior number 0, Tim Lofton. 6'4", junior number 1, Joshua Wolford. 6'2", senior number 5, Brandon Tully. 6'2", senior number 9, Joseph Schreiber Rivera. And 6'4", senior number 10, Newton Acevedo. The Panthers are led by head coach George Barber. And now, the starting lineup for your Elmhurst University Blue Jays. 6'2" senior number 0, Sebastian Wahoo. 6'5", senior number 1, Dominic Rellenberg. 6 foot tall
going to be a track meet tonight. Greenville University's the Panthers, coming in averaging 117.2 points per game. They are coming off of an absolute slugfest at North Park University. They lost that matchup. This is an NBA score, 138-117. That was impressive. And I don't see anything under 100. Well, there is one. But Elmhurst will have the ball, and they'll have the opening tip. Here's Smith. Ajahong Betta finds Blahout. Here's Trellenberg. Inside, count it. Nice move by the big man, Dominic Trellenberg, but also a very good look by Blahout. And right away we have a foul. Yeah, they've scored under 100 once and won, and scored under 100 and lost. Everything else has been 100 and higher for this team. There's a three-pointer, and that's going to be nothing but net for Brandon Tolley, the 6'2 senior out of San Diego, California. They will press all the time. Here's Boone. Moves in. That one swatted away. Big move on the inside by Lofton on the block. The 6'4 senior out of Hawthorne, California. Not many players on this lineup from Illinois. And there's wide variety, Texas, California. There's Lofton. Turnaround shot is good. Tim Lofton, as I mentioned, out of Hawthorne, California. Quickly 5-2, Greenville. Here's Smith. Got to be careful. Almost had his pocket picked. Here's Blahout. Down low, Ajahong Betta. He's underneath, and he's going to be hammered. And he'll go to the line for two. Great pass that time by Blahout. And again, Vinny Ajahong Betta doing what he does best. He draws the contact. He's going to go to the line. A very, very good free throw shooter. And he makes the first. Vinny Ajahong Betta, the 6'5", 190 forward, the sophomore out of Moline, Illinois. And you're going to see this all night long. Head coach George Barber, he does a 5 for 5 because that's how he keeps his team fresh. Ajahong Betta makes one of two. 5-3 Greenville. Here we are in the first. Here's Mobley. Mobley. Now Johnson gives it back up to Mobley. Mobley back outside to Gergel. And then penetrate Gergel for three, near side. That one no good. Trellenberg can't come down with it. Boarded down by Goad. Shot up, and there's going to be a foul on the play as Boone goes up for the rebound. Second team foul for the Blue Jays here tonight. Elijah Goad, a 6'2 junior out of Banning, California, Palm Springs area. Head coach George Barber, assisted by John Fisher, Alex Dawley. Head coach John Baines, 13th season at the helm of the Blue Jays. John Chang, Moshe Schwab, Aiden Chang. Full court press. Smith's got to throw it down. He's got Trellenberg all by himself. Trellenberg with the dunk. Cha-ching! Dominic Trellenberg. Greenville again does not waste 0 seconds. Another three by Gergel. That one no good. Blahout with the board. Here's Trellenberg. He's got a trailer. Shot up good. And he's got 6 already. And we're just over 2 minutes gone. And it's 7-7. The running of the Bulls. Here's another three by Johnson. That's no good. Ajahong Betta Gets it out to Trellenberg. Trellenberg finds Pearson, and he's going to be fouled by Johnson. You know, that press, it opens up a player that's going to be unguarded all the way down the court. You just got to be able to find him soon enough. That's exactly what happened there. Dalen Pearson, the 6'5 sophomore out of Westchester. Nazareth Academy, another powerhouse right there off of Ogden over by LaGrange Road. Jim Tomei at the helm of the baseball team. Do you know anything about Major League Baseball? The football team just came up just a little short. Pearson makes one of two in this year's state football finals, so they always find a way in there. Lofton drives it around. That's Schreiber Riviera. Sheldon Grant the second. Dishes this one out for a three. Nothing but net for Joseph Schreiber Riviera, the 6'2 senior out of Nashville, Tennessee. That one almost stolen. Smith gets it to Pearson. Pearson, Trellenberg. Trellenberg gets his man up. Oh, almost drew the contact. Smith comes down with it. Fresh 20. Here's Pearson. Nice go-around move. Smith top of the key for three. Count it. Nothing but net for Luke Smith. 6-foot freshman out of Addison. Makes it 11-10. Wide open three. That one no good. Cherry with the board. Cherry, the big three-pointer to down Illinois Wesleyan last time out. Here's Marshall. Trellenberg baseline. Cherry. Back over. Trellenberg. He's going to move it into the lane. Kicks it out to Pearson. Far wing for three. That one's good. Taylon Pearson. Back and forth we go. That one rebounded by Schreiber Riviera and put in. 14-12. Just over 4 minutes gone. Marshall finds Cherry. Cherry's got Smith. Smith lofts that one up to Trellenberg. Trellenberg gets his own boards. He's going to be fouled. That's either going to be on Taj Como. It is. The 6'6 senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Whew, catch your breath. 14-12, 15:43 left here in the first. Trellenberg with 6 points already. He's 3 of 5 from the field. Blue Jays shooting 63% from the court tonight. 5 of 8, 44% for the visitors from Greenville, which is down in southern Illinois. Down near the Springfield area, I believe. Maybe Champaign. Somewhere south of Bloomington Normal. I do know that. No turnovers yet. That's shocking as fast as this game is going back and forth, back and forth. And yet we've had no steals. Second chance points, 4 and 3. Greenville with the lead. Free throws, 2 of 2 for the Panthers, 2 of 4 for the Blue Jays. Each team 6-2 overall and 1-1 in their respective conferences, the CCIW and the SLIAC. Historically, the Blue Jays have a 4-3 edge against Greenville University. Last time these two teams met, let's see if anybody can guess this one. I thought for sure it was a lot sooner. Back on November 18th, 2016, and Greenville won, shockingly enough, 110-98. They love the century mark. Trellenberg misses the first. I mean, when you're averaging, it's crazy. 117 points they're averaging. Grinnell, 114. And Concordia, Texas, 107. Everybody else in the country under 100. I mean, that's crazy. And scoring defense, well, there is no defense. They just constantly run. 15-12, three-point lead. Here comes Johnson, shot up, no good, and he's going to be fouled by Jeffrey Williams.
Foul charge to Jeff Williams, his first team foul on the Blue Jays. Caleb Jefferson in the line for the Panthers with 2 shots.
Caleb Pearson, 6'5" sophomore out of Frisco, Texas, misses the first. Greenville out of the St. Louis Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. The Panthers, colors are orange and black. They're out of Greenville, Illinois, in Division III, obviously. But it's like the greatest show on turf. Here's Williams, shot up good. Boy, Ajahong Betta saw him wide open, and that's going to be the go-to all night long. If they're going to double team and triple team, there's a wild shot up. Ooh, and a late call. Taim Como, the 6'6" senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, is going to be fouled. He'll go to the line. But every one of these guys looks like a track star. These guys are in great shape. Just like the Blue Jays, they're ready for this one. And I think the game against Illinois Wesleyan definitely set up these Blue Jays to play at a very high level here tonight, coming off that huge win against the Titans, which is always good, is to defeat the Titans. (17-15) is your score. Here's Pearson. Oh, guilty of a travel. And that time the Chuck Taylors did not stick to the ground. I don't know about you, but Christmas is coming up, and my one daughter, it's all she wants. What a move to the basket by Elliott Mobley, the 6'1" junior out of Chicago. Nobody could stop him, and that's a turnover. That's the second one on the Blue Jays. And here come the Panthers. That was Goad. Here's Mobley again. Gives this one up to Como. Corner for three. That was partially tipped. No good by Goad. Second and third opportunity. Shot up. No good again by Como. And another one, and finally a foul called. Three different opportunities for the Panthers. First foul on Pearson, sophomore out of Westchester, Illinois. It's going to put Taim Como, whose brother Taj, out there. The team as a whole really does not shoot well from the free throw line. It's beyond the arc, and then it's the second chance, third chance, fast break points that really kill you with Greenville. You've got to limit their opportunities. He makes one of two. Blue Jays, next time out, December 19th, they'll be on the road at Coe College, and they'll end up 2025 right here. Here's Ajahong Betta. Vinny gives it off to Marshall. Marshall gets his guy up, and he's going to be fouled. Here's the thing. You can foul out these guys, but this is a very deep team. Everybody is technically a starter on Greenville. Acevedo, 6' senior out of Los Angeles, California. Bishop Amat High School. E.J. Marshall, 6-foot junior from Downers Grove, went to Proviso East, makes the first. And the Blue Jays will end the 2025 campaign right here on December 30th against Ripon. And after you're done ripping open your presents on the 25th, we'll be back at it against Ripon on the 30th, and that will be it for 2025. Here's a long three. That one by Lofton, no good. Marshall with the board. Kicks that one out. Here's Ajahong Betta. Ajahong Betta, count it. Good feed that time by John Witcher. Head coach John Baines talks about John Witcher as one of the great young men here at this university, the many, but he really, really likes John Witcher, 6'4" senior out of Hudson, Wisconsin. Good to see him out there. Here's Acevedo. He's going to lose it, and it's going to be Blue Jay ball. 13:38 left, 21-18 is your score. Here's Cherry, as I mentioned, drained that big three. Here's Witcher. Witcher finds Marshall. Marshall cruising in the paint, finds Ajahong Betta. Count it all day. He's got 5. Yeah, it's like at a horse race when you hear the bugle. Shot up, that one no good by Sheldon Grant II. Here comes Cherry. Cherry, he's got Blahout with him. Oh, and he misses the layup. Here comes Sheldon Grant II, high off the glass. Had to go over the top of Ajahong Betta, no good. Acevedo comes down with the board. Here's Schreiber Riviera, shot up and good. Schreiber Rivera, 6'2" senior out of Nashville, Music City. And a steal by Greenville, top of the key. Schreiber Rivera, 23-23. Here's Witcher. Witcher's got Ajahong Betta. Nice bounce pass. Ajahong Betta, oh, he wanted Marshall to drive straight down the paint. Here's Witcher for 3, near corner, count it! John Witcher out of Hudson, Wisconsin. He drained that one from downtown Hudson. 26-23. Schreiber Rivera, that one off his foot. Ajahong Betta, here's Marshall. Blue Jays running. Witcher, who just drained a 3. Now Marshall, they'll settle it down. Ajahong Betta. Nice jump pass. Witcher, next corner. Count it! Side to side. Let's drop some trays. That's what John Witcher just did. Back-to-back threes, 29-23. Here's another 3. Sheldon Grant II, no good. Ajahong Betta, another board. Here come the Blue Jays. Cherry, right place at the right time. Ajahong Betta goes around one defender, now 2, and then he's going to be held. And it's going to be Newton Acevedo on the foul. It looks like we're going to have ourselves a timeout. You're watching Elmhurst University men's basketball action. Coming up after this, we got women's action. The Adrian Bulldogs out of the MIAC will be in action. That one supposed to tip off at 7. Doubleheader action right here on the CCIW network, Suncom.tv, Elmhurst University's athletics YouTube page. You can find us on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. 29-23, 11:24 left. Blue Jays are hot from the field, and I mean hot. 10 of 14 for 71%. Greenville, they're in this game, believe it or not, shooting just 39%. 7 of 18 from the field. The Blue Jays 10 of 14. 3 for 11 beyond the arc for the Panthers. What separates that is what I'm about to tell you. The Blue Jays, perfect, 4 of 4 for 100% from beyond the arc. That adds up. That was something they weren't able to do until late in the game against Illinois Wesleyan. as we mentioned. Mr. Cherry dropping that big three toward the end to get the victory over the team from the south. And if it sounds like Bears-Packer kind of thing, it kind of is. That's like the big rivalry for sure. Even though there's other universities close, that's you want to win all. You want to win them all, but Wesleyan for sure. Here's Blahout. Try to get that one into Boone. Boone gets it. Pearson. Smith. Trellenberg. Smith top of the key. Back over to Pearson, far side. That one almost stolen. Right, Greenville is so fast to the ball. I'm Bill Downing. Thank you for joining us. Bill Law to my right. He's waving. Can you see him? He's right there. No, you can't see him. There's a foul. But trust me, he's to my right. Always a pleasure to work with Bill. It's the B&B Sports Factory every time we're together. Something like that. We got to come up with something. Like an old CB handle from back in the days. Here's Blahout. He's trapped in. Finds Trellenberg. Smith cutting. Nice move. Trellenberg, good vision. Found Smith cutting left of the lane. Here's Mobley. This one top of the key for three. Well, these guys just don't miss. Elijah Gold. Here's Trellenberg. Smith. Now Blahout's going to cruise in. Trellenberg, far corner for three. No good. Boone trying to fight for it. Can't come up with it. Here's Mobley. And the Panthers are running. Tries to get it back to Mobley. Mobley. Underneath, that one almost stripped by Pearson. Here's Goad. There's a long three that time by Johnson. No good. Blahout with the board. He's got to sling this one out to Trellenberg. He can't do it. Elliott Mobley with the interception. Now Greenville. Corner for three by Johnson. That one's no good. Como. Count it. Lane Como. He's got 5. 30-28. Here's Blahout. Was going to pass it off to Trellenberg, but takes it. Nice kiss off the backboard. Boy, these guys just do not wait. Jackson Gergel, the freshman guard from Shumway, Illinois. My, oh my. Run and gun. Here's Trellenberg. Nicely done. Trellenberg now with 9. 34-31, 9:30 left. This is just a run and gun offense. Here's Caleb Johnson, and he's going to get the and one. Wait, that one, I don't know if that one dropped or not. So much going on underneath the basket. Fresh legs in now for Greenville. Marshall back in, Pearson out for the Blue Jays. Elijah Goad out of Banning, California, to the line. Goad with 7 points. Schreiber Rivera already in double digits with 10. Trellenberg with 9 for the Blue Jays. Goad on the night, perfect from the free throw line, 2 of 2. And he makes the end one. And checking back in, Brandon Tolley. Smith. Nice move. Here's Trellenberg. Oh, and he's going to be fouled from behind. Good pass that time by Brent Collar. Trellenberg went in for the dunk, and he was fouled. He was wide open. What a pass there by Collar, the 6'5" freshman from Prospect Heights, Illinois. If you can break that press, there is an outlet and there is a receiver down court that is wide open. That time it was Trellenberg, and he wanted what looked like an intentional foul. He was asking for a review, didn't get it. 35-34, and he misses. Corner for three, Schreiber Rivera. The foul's going to be on the Blue Jays, Brent Collar. And to the line, Taj Como, the 6'6". Como brothers out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Each one a senior, each one 6'6". And these guys are pure athletes. He makes the first. Both of them went to Coronado High School. Here's the second by Como. And he makes them both. 36-35, Greenville back in the lead by one. Marshall gets it into Cherry. Cherry, quick outlet, Trellenberg. Here's Collar for the dunk. Brent Collar. How do you do, Mr. Rim? And Collar, guilty of the foul on Sheldon Grant the second. We like to call that in a business a kid that cleans his plate. That's exactly what that was. What a dunk there by Collar. Sheldon Grant the second, 6'3" junior out of Pomona, California, and misses it. And it's going to be a loose ball foul, Blue Jay ball. That foul on Lofton, that's his first, team's 8th. Schellenberg to the line. He already has 9, looking for an even 10. 37-36, Blue Jays back on top, now by 2. Schellenberg in double digits. He is 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Blue Jays shooting 6 of 11 for 55%. He makes them both. There's Grant, a quick move this time by Como. Kicks it back out, Schreiber Rivera, shot up and good. And that kid is good. He's got 12. Marshall, Blue Jays got to get this in. They do. DJ Javier, shot up Trellenberg, no good. Smith with the rebound, gets it back out to Trellenberg. Smith in the near corner. He tried to go baseline. That one blocked off. Marshall, nice move. Count it. He's got 4. That was an impressive stop. Put on the brakes, you'll fly right on by. Sheldon Grant, Schreiber, Rivera. Ball down, and what do we got? We got a jump ball, and the possession's going to be with Greenville with 19 on the shot clock. 7:57 left here in the first half of this track meet. 41-38. We do have another timeout on the field, on the court. Trellenberg with 11. Schreiber Rivera with 12 leads the way. Panthers second chance points 11-6. Total rebounds out rebounding the Blue Jays by 2, 12-10. Points off turnovers 8-5 in favor of the Panthers. Turnovers 4-2 in favor of the Blue Jays. Blue Jays still shooting 71% from the field and 46% for Greenville. lot of kids from California, Nevada, a couple from Texas, and only 5 on his entire roster from the state of Illinois on Greenville. Blue Jays 4 of their last 5, just like the Panthers 4 of their last 5. Elliott Mobley will take it out for Greenville. Baseline in. 19 on the shot clock, 7:57 on the game clock. Nice move back out. You know they're going to shoot a 3. There it is. That one in and out, no good. And a fight for it. And who came down with that one? That one was DJ Javier. There's Cherry. That one's stripped. Here comes Mobley. And too strong. Cherry with the board. Kicks it out. Javier saves it. Here's Smith. Smith. Ajahong-Beta. Shot up good. Counted and 1. Vinny Ajahong-Beta, he's got 7. He's looking for 8 with the and 1. What a play. You can see that. Here's Smith. Great vision. Draws the double team. Ajahong-Beta goes up, draws the contact. Strong enough to get that ball back up into the cylinder. 43-38. Vinny, 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. Blue Jays 7 of 12 from the charity stripe, and he makes it. All right, Vinny looking good again. He's got 7. Here comes Mobley. Top of the key for 3. Gurgle, that one's no good. Ajahong-Beta with the board. Marshall. Ajahong-Beta finds Blahout. Here's Smith in the near corner for 3. Count it, drain it. Smith now with 8, and the lead is 9. That one almost stolen. You can never count these guys out. Oh, Johnson wanted to shoot a 3. There's a wild 3 attempt. That one no good. And who comes down with it? Cherry does. Cherry looking for an outlet. Here's Cherry. Finds Blahout. Blahout, cross court. Underneath, Ajahong-Beta, and he's going to be fouled. What a great pass that time by Jack Cherry. Take a look at this. You see Cherry, he's like, I got an open shot. Nope, I got Vinny down low. And again, more fouls are adding up against the Panthers, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them in early foul trouble. It's a very, very deep team. So what you see out there, no matter what, you will get another strong 5, and the remainder of the bench is just as strong. Oh, the technical foul is just assessed. Tayam Como. And Jack Cherry will take the... Como needs to be careful. He's still chirping. Cherry makes it. Largest lead tonight is 10. And Como needs to be really careful. He makes them both. Yep, he's going to have a seat. A little cool down period right there. No, he's actually back out again. Well, now he's on the bench. Not sure. Ajahong-Beta. Here's the and 1. And that's 3. Actually, that's not the and 1. He did not make the basket, so here's the second. Blue Jays looking to tack 4 on here from the free throw line. Lead now is 12. Ajahong-Beta makes them both. But Vinny now in double digits. He joins Trellenberg in the double-digit club. quick move. Here's Como. Shot up, good. Count it, and the foul. Tim Lofton, 6'4" senior out of Hawthorne, California, will go to the line for the N1. And again, you can never just count these guys out. They're going to come down, they're going to shoot, and they're going to make a comeback. They're going to make their runs. Now just a 10-point lead. Pearson inbounds, Finney. Here's Boone. Will he try to dunk? No, he's going to be cautious. I like that. Boone now with 2. Here's Lofton trying to split the defense. Goes up. He is strong and quick to the dribble. Lofton now with 7. Raja Hongbeta finds Boone wide open. Count it. Boone now with 4. Greenville will take that chance on the press every single play down the court. And I think Witcher's going to be guilty of the foul. 5:38 left here in the first half, 55-43. Raja Hongbeta looks like he's going to be coming out for a breather. Well deserved. Brandon Tolley, 6'2" senior out of San Diego, California. Monte Vista High School. Love San Diego, stationed out there in the Navy. Just a beautiful, beautiful part of the country. And misses. Schellenberg comes up with it. He's going to be trapped, finds Pearson. Here comes Pearson. He's going to give it up to Boone. Boone, here's Witcher. And Blahoot's going to be hammered by his number co-part, Tim Lofton. 0 for 0. But Blahoot, the senior guard out of Wooddale, Illinois, will go to the line. Blue Jays in the double bonus, both teams in the double bonus. It's just been a lot of fouls going on. Blahoot, that's his 3rd point. He remains perfect from the free throw line, 2 of 2. 14 of 19 now for the Blue Jays here in the first half. And he makes them both. Non-conference the rest of the way. 19th at Coe College, the 30th right here against Ripon. There's a 3 from the corner. Lofton makes it look easy. He's got 10. He's now 1 of 2 from three-point land. Here's Boone. Gets the long pass. Trellenberg. He's going to wait for his teammates. Witcher. Now Blahoot. Blahoot, nice pass to Boone. Boone gets his man up, and it looks like Como is going to draw the foul. You know, that's a lot of maturity right there. Boone could have went straight up, but he realized if he can get his player off his feet, he can get the contact, possibly make the basket for the and one. And Boone makes the first. Boone now with 5. But the Blue Jays still shooting hot from the field, 76% to 45%. 58-46, and we still have 5 minutes left here in the first. And makes them both. Adrian Bulldogs have arrived from Adrian, Michigan. They're sitting in the stands. Women's action coming up right at the completion of men's action here tonight. Here's Acevedo. Swings it near side. Johnson to the corner. Acevedo, one-on-one on Marshall. He can't do it. Here's Mobley. He's going to take one from the free throw line. That one's short. Fight for it. Mobley will get it back. Kicks it back out in the corner. That's Johnson. Going to drive baseline. And he's going to be fouled by Boone. 2 shots. Caleb Johnson, the 6'5 sophomore out of Frisco, Texas, went to Legacy Christian High School. Johnson, that is his second point of the night. All via the free throw line. Head coach John Baines, cool and collected. And he makes them both. Boone will check out. Cherry back in. Marshall. Cherry. Blahout. Smith and Trellenberg. Marshall trapped in there. He finds Trellenberg. Trellenberg. Got a trailer, shot up good. Trellenberg with 13. Such patience. This one's stolen. Nice tip, that one by Marshall. Here's Trellenberg. Blue Jays in transition. Nice behind the back pass to himself, and it's going to go off Mobley, and the Blue Jays catch a break. And Mobley read that one perfectly. Smith trying to get that one into Marshall, can't do it. 22 on the shot clock, 4:13 on the game clock. Halftime, I don't see any cheerleaders this time, so it looks like we're just going to take us a long break, get some refreshments, catch our breath, get you set up for the second half. And a foul, this one by Acevedo. That's going to be his third. He's in foul trouble. Lofton also with 3. Taj Como also with 3. And he's got that technical. Here's Blahout. And misses. 61-48, Blue Jays. And he makes one of 2. Another 3 from the corner. Smith's going to be guilty of the foul. Ethan Hicks, the 6'2 sophomore out of Tower Hill, Illinois, with the 3 attempt. Acevedo to the line. Acevedo, no points yet tonight. Got a couple boards and an assist. He's got 3 fouls, and he makes the first. Panthers looking for the half-century mark. And they got it. 62-50, 12-point lead for Elmhurst. Schreiber Rivera checks back in for the Panthers. Smith, long pass, finds Trellenberg, but Lofton and Trellenberg both go down hard on a long pass from the backcourt to the front court. Lofton is good. And that kid is impressive. Both those guys were well above 10 feet. I guess we're going to have an official timeout. We're going to take ourselves a quick break. 3:56 left here in the first half. 62-50, Blue Jays with the lead.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have a really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being at concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, you know, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition in our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
Smith for three from the corner. Trellenberg gets the board, counted and one. Right back out of the break. Smith goes for a downtowner. Trellenberg gets the board and he gets fouled. Converts. Now the and one. He's got 15 points, 6 of 10 from the field. Checking back in, Jeffrey Williams, 6'4" freshman out of Lafayette, Indiana. I wish it was Lafayette, Louisiana. I'd be like, where are the crawfish? Yummy. Get some gumbo from down there. That one boarded down by Lofton. Back in the corner. Schreiber. Vera. Wow. That one, I don't even think he looked. He just turned around and shot. That one almost thrown away. And Trellenberg, they got to get this one over the timeline. They better hurry. They do. Trellenberg, here's Marshall. Como, he comes back, but he's limping. There's Como, the senior. Hopefully he's okay. Absolutely enjoy watching these two teams go at it. 64-53. Trellenberg inside quickly. Count it. He's got 17. Overall leader in points here tonight. Ivor Rivera, same spot he drained the last one. That one didn't miss by much. Trellenberg with the board. There's Cherry. Gets it out to Smith. He's got Marshall. Oh, Marshall let that one go. He thought maybe there was someone beyond. Now be the sixth turnover by the Blue Jays. 3:02 left, 66-53. Ivor Rivera, he'll try one from the near wing. That one no good. Tully with the offensive board. Como. Here's another three attempt by Tully. That one no good. Marshall with the board. Finds Cherry. Picked up by Tully. Now Smith. Oh, goes around Como. He's got Trellenberg with him. Count that one all day. He's got 19 points already here in the first half, and we got 2:27 left. Wild shot up by Sheldon Grant II, no good. Schreiber Rivera for three, that one no good. And then a shot by Tully, that one, he's going to draw some contact, and he's going to go to the line. Jeffrey Williams, he's got three now, and that's a trouble spot there for the Blue Jays. Brandon Tully now with 7. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And he makes the first. 16 of 20 for the Panthers, 17 to 24 for the Blue Jays from the charity stripe. 68-54. Largest lead, 15. And that one's good. Goad will check back in for Greenville University. Cherry finds Smith. Back to Cherry. Nice spin move. Cherry right down the seam. He's got Blahout. Passes it off. Nicely done. 30-second timeout. Head coach John Baines will keep it right here. Blahout, how about that? Side by side. It was either going to take it or he's going to pass it off. And Blahout drains it for 7. He's 2 of 3 from the field. 70-55 is your score, and we still got just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. These teams on a crash course for well over 100 again. Well, out of the 30-second timeout called by head coach John Baines in his 13th season. Last time out, the Blue Jays with a huge statement win, 67-66 against Illinois Wesleyan. This is a different beast here tonight. This is a track meet. You have to have your cardio in tip-top shape. And these two teams, Acevedo hands this one off. Acevedo near wing for 3. No rotation. Didn't get it to fall. Now Cherry with the boards. And Cherry gets this one out to Witcher. Quick outlet. Marshall. He's trapped on the sideline. Witcher. He'll get it back. Smith. They'll lose it. Here comes Greenville. Acevedo. Shot up. No good. And Cherry. Nope. It's going to be off of Mobley. Wow, Mr. Law, these guys are quick. Whew. It's tiring on the eyes. Yeah, yes. Trying to get this one out to Trellenberg, another turnover. That's number 8. These long stretch passes. Greenville sitting back now. Able to pick off some of them long passes. Here's Goad, shot up, no good. Cherry with the board. Out to Marshall. Marshall over the timeline, actually going to be fouled in the backcourt. And he is going to go to the free throw line for 2 with 63 seconds left here in the first half. (70-55). 15-point lead. Marshall on the night, 4 points, and remains perfect from the free throw line, 3 of 3. Team now shooting 19 of 25 from the charity stripe, well over 76%. Rajahong Betta with 10, Trellenberg 20 already. Trellenberg had 13 points and 5 boards against Wesleyan. Rajahong Betta 12 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. 72-55. Baseline, good D that time by Cherry. Sheldon Grant the second. Cruises in. Como, nice move by Taj Como. 42 seconds left here in the first half. There's Blahout. Long pass out to Marshall. Got Trellenberg with him. Finds him. Trellenberg gets his man up, and the foul. Offender Como is going to pick up the foul on this one. But Trellenberg, what court awareness right there. Could have went straight up. He knew he probably would have got Hack-Zillid right there. Trellenberg with 20. And he's 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Make it 5 of 8. Ethan Hicks checking back in for Greenville. 73-57. You don't think for a second Greenville's not going to come out in the second half with a run, because this is a team that does. Trellenberg, 22 points just in the first half. He'll catch a breather until the second half. 74-57. Sheldon Grant the second. Schreiber, Rivera, no good. Shot clock off. Blahout and the Blue Jays looking for a final shot. Trying to get this one down. They do. It's Javier. Shot up and good by Brent Collar. Greenville's going to take the last shot. Here's a long 3 by Tolley. That one no good. Como with the board. Marshall Get this one out. Blahoud caught it with the dunk. Sebastian Blahoud puts the exclamation point on a massive first half for the Blue Jays. Take a look at this one. Marshall. Blahoud says, you know what? I like dunking my cookies, and that's exactly what he did right there. 78-57. What a push at the end of the first half for the Blue Jays. And this is only the first half, folks. We're going to take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll get you set up for second half action. 78-57, Blue Jays. They're at halftime here on the CCIW network and Suncom.tv.
Professor Cunningham said, I think I have a really, really good culmination of what your interests are. And here, I am this 23-year-old saying, I have no idea what I want to do. I think I want to do this. Here are my interests. This is what I thought. Now, truly being at concentration in market research, it's everything that I aspired to and everything that I wanted. And the idea of market research is something that I didn't really think I would be interested in, and all of a sudden I'm in this concentration and in this program and I'm in love. My professors that I have here in my program are saying, if your company now values you, just wait until after you have your MBA and after you go through the full program. I had never taken any business classes as a Bachelor of Science major in biology. I never took an accounting class. I had never taken anything that would have gotten me to where I am now, where I'm able to speak with knowledge about things about our own growing firm, also talk about our competition and our industry, and talk about how we can expand and become better. There's absolutely no way I would be able to do what I'm doing now without this program.
My name is Joni Ducaille, and I'm the proud mom of a Blue Jay, Ethan Ducaille, a member of the ELSA program here at Elmhurst University. As a young man with autism growing up in Evanston, Illinois, Ethan had choices, but also a lack of choices that his peers also had. And he saw his friends going off to college, but he was unsure about where his path was headed. So upon his graduation from the main program at ETHS, Ethan chose to attend the ETHS transition program. While he was completing the transition program, Ethan grew into the desire to want to attend a university. My husband and I were thrilled about it, but I think that his experience at ELSA has been so much more profound because he really did choose it for himself.
The ELSA program has been around for 20 years, and it was developed by Lou Doty, who had an idea to create a program for students to come to the university that had cognitive disabilities or other differing abilities. There are a lot of unique attributes of the program. The things that I like to see for students and growth have a lot to do with the different activities, the clubs, and organizations that they can be part of, the housing pieces where students can live on campus, and also if they have an interest area, they can take a course, any course on campus, and be able to focus and maybe get an extra certificate in that area. And then we also have a core set of courses where students can expand skills and career, and that's really important as part of our program.
The ELSA program preps students for real-life scenarios that they're going to encounter. They'll do classes like any other degree-seeking student would, and then eventually they're working their way up to career-focused things like they go off into different internships.
A lot of students will have, by the time they graduate, 4 to 6 internships. They start on campus and then they move off campus, so that by the time they graduate, they have a good focus on where they're going to go, ideas on strength areas that they have, and they have good interviewing skills to get jobs.
When students come in as first-year ELSA students, it is their first time being away from their parents, their first time ever being alone. So we provide a lot of support with that transition. Maybe they need help making a time management schedule for their day, or sometimes we can go in and help mediate roommate conflicts.
I think my favorite memories for the ELSA program really have to do with new student orientation. Students come in, it's a little overwhelming. What I see is that sense of belonging after those 3 to 5 days that they've been on campus. It's a special time for students to connect, and by the time they get to that first class, they know people on campus, they know how to get around. It's really fun to see students come in needing a lot of support and then being very independent by the time they leave.
You know, I had been a mom who was very engaged with his special education in high school. I was at every event, I met every teacher, I knew their cell phone numbers, and that can get a little bit claustrophobic for a young man growing up. And Elmhurst was his place. It was his school. It was his choice. And so when we arrived at that first homecoming, it was like he was showing us his place, and that was one of the first times that had ever happened.
So those growth pieces that we see have to do with self-advocacy and having students be able to make decisions about what they want to do on campus, and they're able to make their own choices and able to change their choices in the future.
Just because a student has a disability doesn't mean they can't go off and go to college or get a job or do different things.
This type of diversity, like cognitive diversity, has helped this university immensely. It teaches people to communicate and think differently because it immerses us in that. And it really teaches us how to treat others.
As he moves forward as an adult with special needs, I could see those glimmers of the opportunity where he was going to make this himself. And I think Elmhurst has played a big role in that.
That growth piece is it's huge to watch, and that's why we like to connect back. We have an alumni group, and they're always welcome to come back to the alumni group and participate.
Being an Elmhurst alumni, I think will always ground him and be a place where he feels that he achieved, he did it on his own, and that he'll be a part of the Blue Jay family.
Hi, my name is Krista Paunan. I'm the Program Director for the Doctorate of Nursing Practice here at Elmhurst University. Getting an advanced degree opens so many doors, whether that be in formal management roles, faculty, or being at the bedside, leading projects to improve patient outcomes. Our DNP program is for students who are ready to become the bridge between the gap that can sometimes exist between research and practice. They will come to the table with a systems-based project that they will then work throughout their 7 semesters with us. Our program is a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous experiences. Students will work closely with your faculty and your cohort of students. These students will come from a variety of settings and bring with them different experiences. And then that will create a richer dialogue that you'll have during your synchronous time so you can really understand the concepts, apply them, and then see how you can then use them in your project to help your system advance. Our DNP program does have clinical that's weaved throughout the program. It begins in your first semester, and you start to work with not only your preceptor, but a faculty mentor and the faculty within your course. So you're provided support from all 3 resources as you navigate your journey. Our programs were created with the busy nurse in mind. The faculty at Elmhurst take a vested interest in your success. We are here to walk alongside you as you navigate this journey. We have a variety of experiences we can bring to the classroom and provide a true richness in our discussion and application of the concepts. And we want you to be successful. We want you to walk across that stage. Anyone who's thinking, is it the right time to go back to school? They may never have the right answer for that question. The good news is it's never the wrong time to invest in yourself. It's never the wrong time to take a leap, to do something that challenges you, that will help you grow.
$78-57 is your score here at halftime. Dominic Trellenberg, 22 points. Let's take a look at some of these long-range three-pointers. That's a big 3 that time by Luke Smith. And you see the kick out. Here's Pearson. He made back-to-back threes, 1 from each corner. Here's Witcher. I mean, just clean looks. The aggressive nature of the Panthers. And really, really good court awareness and being able to pass out to the wide open player. Here's another one by Smith. I mean, nothing but net. Just crazy. You're taking a look at how many that they've shot. They've shot 6. They made 4 of 6. And for Greenville, just a normal night. They made 6 out of 28 attempts from downtown. 17 of 47 from the field for 36%. They don't worry about that. They just worry about getting the points, and they're going to get their points. 78-57, we're underway. Blue Jays now going right to left. Here's Blahout, kicks it out to Boone. Aja Hongbeta, long 3, nothing but net for the big man. He's got 13, that's his first 3 of the night. Blue Jays now 5 of 7 from beyond the arc. Go gives it up, here's Como. Como drops this one back. That's Johnson for 3. That one's no good. And a second chance opportunity that time by Jackson Gergel, and he makes it count. Freshman from Shumway, Illinois. Stewartson Strasburg High School. Here's Trellenberg. Got 22 points on the night. Mobley with the foul. That's his second. Blahout will inbound. Foul happening in the backcourt, so a fresh 30. There's Smith. He's picked up by Gergel defensively. Smith over the timeline, between the circles, kicks it over to Trellenberg in the far court. Now Boone. Here's Blahout. Finds Aja Hongbeta. And that's going to be a jump ball. That was good defense that time by Taim Como. And the jump ball goes to the Panthers. Good clean block. Here's Mobley. This one's stolen by Boone. They've got numbers. Boone, he's got a couple trailers. Boone will take it all the way for 8. Now Mobley kicks it out. Como. Moving in Goad, and he's going to be fouled. Goad left of the lane that time. Picked up the left-hand dribble, and that's where the foul was committed. That one by Luke Smith, and that's going to be his second, team's first. 20 on the shot clock, 18:31 left. 83-59 Blue Jays. Here's Como, Taj Como. Just inside free throw land. And here's a 3, and that one no good by Shelvin Grant II. Blahout with the board. Blue Jays in transition. Trellenberg. Vinny, Aja Hongbeta. Nice jump step. Trellenberg. Now Boone baseline. Kicks it over in the far corner. Aja Hongbeta for 3. Had a good look. That one didn't fall. Lofton with the board for the Panthers. Schreiber, Rivera, shot up, count it! What an acrobatic play by Joseph Schreiber Rivera. Wow. Jordan-esque type move right there. Threw it up, got the spin off the rim. Foul by Boone, and that's his third for the big man. He's got 8 points, he's got to be careful. Williams also with 3 fouls for the Blue Jays. 4 fouls for Lofton. And he misses the and one. Pearson with the board. Here's Aja Hongbeta. He's going to be trapped in the backcourt. Long pass, Trellenberg wide open. Dunk City. He's got 24 points. And at least 10 of them via the dunk. Schreiber. Rivera, no good. Aja Hongbeta, long outlet pass. Blahout. Blahout, free throw line. He'll draw this one back out. Aja Hongbeta. Back over to Pearson. Far wing for 3. Nothing but net. He's got 7. And and the Blue Jays now 6 of 9 from beyond the arc, 88-61. Sheldon Grant the second, counted and one. Back and forth we go. LaHoot, that's his first. Team's third. Panthers, one foul. 17:07 left, 88-63. Schellenberg 24, Aja Hongbeta 13. Only one, believe it or not, Panther in double digits. That's Schreiber Rivera with 14. That's only the third point for Sheldon Grant, the second, the 6'3" point guard out of Pomona, California. Greenville shooting 38%. The Blue Jays 79. Here's Marshall. Marshall, Aja Hongbeta into paint. Hop step. Almost a Bill Cartwright type hook shot. Remember him from the Bulls. Como, he's going to try a three from top of the key. That's going to fall. He's got 8. That is only the 7th three-pointer. 7 of 31. Here's Smith crashing the paint left of the lane. And that time he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Here's another 3 by Gergel. That one no good. He gets his own board. This is a 3 by Goad. That one wild, no good. Pearson. Blue Jays have numbers. Let's see. Pearson, he'll hold it up. Vinny Aja Hongbeta out of Moline, Illinois. He's going to cruise into the lane. Oh, not strong enough. He was trying to draw some contact, didn't get the call. Here's Como. Another 3, this time by Goad. That one strong, no good. And count it and one for Caleb Johnson. That looked almost like an offensive foul. Let's see, can they challenge now? He was just outside. And I think, are they going to review this? I don't know. I didn't hear a timeout called. 90-69, 15:57. We do have a stoppage here. Now we've got 3 Blue Jays in double digits. Aja Hongbeta 13. Smith now with 10. Trellenberg leading away with 24. Schreiber Rivera 14 for Greenville. Greenville shooting 38% from the field, 22 of 58. Blue Jays 76%, 31 of 41. And from three-point land, 7 of 34 for the Panthers, for 21%, 67% for the Blue Jays, 6 of 9. Free throws, pretty even, 78% to 79%. Blue Jays 22 of 28 from the charity stripe, 18 of 23 for Greenville. Turnovers have been kept very, very low. 9 for the Blue Jays and only 4 for Greenville. Points off turnovers are even, 8 apiece. Defensive boards, Blue Jays crushing the Panthers 22-9. And then offensively, the Panthers crushing the Blue Jays 14-4. It's just been a track meet. Second chance points 21-8. And only one block, believe it or not, in this game, and that came for the Panthers. Here's Caleb Johnson for Greenville for the end one. Doesn't make it. Cherry with the board. Jack Cherry finds Marshall. Back to Cherry. Trellenberg free throw line. Finds Boone. Baseline. Turnaround shot. Oh, right before the shot, so that will not count. Don Baines wanted the continuation. Didn't get it. And I believe Como is going to pick up the foul, is what I heard. And that's going to be Time Como. That's going to be his third. Boone free throw, didn't get it. Boone with 10 points. Now 4 Blue Jays in double digits. Como, he took quite a few steps. Boone with the board. Here comes Boone. Finds Pearson underneath, count it. 96-69. 94-69. Here's Como. Losing the dribble, and now Marshall will steal it. Marshall's got Boone with him. Marshall, count it. Marshall now with 8. Now it's 96-69. Como kicks this one out. Here's Goad for 3. No good. Cherry with the board. Long outlet pass. He's got Pearson. Pearson. Dunk. Sit in. 98-69. And the century mark is 2 points away. There's a 3 from the far corner. That one no good by Johnson. Foul that time. I think it's going to be on the Panthers. It is, but they don't have a 15. And I think that's what they're trying to correct right here. They don't have a 15 on their roster.
Foul charge to Elijah Goad, his first.
Elijah Goad, that's his first. Here's Marshall. Witcher looking for Boone. Trying an alley-oop. That one didn't work. Cherry, this one's stolen. Here comes Como. Count it. Taj Como with the dunk. There's Witcher. Marshall. Witcher. That one rejected by Como. Here come the Panthers. Sheldon Grant the second. That shot no good by Tolley. Here comes Marshall. He's got Boone with him. Marshall will go the distance, and he'll go to the line. Good job there by E.J. Marshall, the junior from Downers Grove, Illinois. Went to Proviso East, a powerhouse in basketball in the suburban Chicagoland area. The Provisos, both, East and West, very, very strong. Marshall looking for his 9th, didn't get it. 13:45, 98-71. I'd like to give a big shout out to the Elmhurst University Public Safety. Cole Danko sitting over there, keeping everybody safe. Aaron, I see. John Escalante was also here inside R.A. Fagnall Hall. All the officers, stay safe. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Shot up, that one's no good. Aja hung better with another board. Long outlet pass. He's got Marshall. Marshall. Oh, he was going to take it. Cherry. Here's Pearson. Aja hung better. And I think they're trying to drain some time off the clock. Pearson, near wing for 3. That one's way off. You can see it. Cherry gets the board, fresh 20. Here's Aja hung better. Marshall, 13 minutes left. There's a 3. That one no good by Collar. Shot up, Aja hung better. We're at 101. A 30-point lead for the Blue Jays. Sheldon Grant the second. He falls down. Como. Baseline. Kicks this one out in the corner. Driver. Rivera. Here's Cherry. He's got to be careful. He's got a couple Panthers cruising behind him. He scores. Kisses that one off the glass. And he's got 4. 103-71. Cross-court pass to Tolley. Tolley going to try to drive baseline on Marshall. Tolley, wild shot. Man, oh man. You got to give a lot of credit. I mean, you talk about two different types of games. You had the Illinois Wesleyan game, which if you were to shoot like you're shooting tonight, it's not going to work. I mean, it's two totally different types of basketball games, and you've got to give the props to the coaching staff to get these players' mindset away from Wesleyan to a track meet. It's like, I don't know how they do it, and they did it just in a very short period of time to get these guys ready. Now, they're on Christmas break, remember, and these guys are playing some of their best basketball of the season. And they got 2 more games before the end of 2025. That one good by Tully. They'll be at Coe College on the 19th, and then we'll finish it off right here, R.A. Fagnall Hall on December 30th against Ripon. Historically, the Blue Jays 4-3. That one's stolen, inbound. Panthers trying to make a quick run. Como. And Como. That's his 10th point. Now 3 Panthers in double digits. And they get another steal. This is what we were worried about right here. That one no good. Aja Hongbeta tried to get the board. Acevedo, that was almost a travel. 20 on the shot clock. Acevedo finds Como. It's picked up by Trellenberg. Como trying to go baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Now Smith. And stolen by Mobley. There's a 3 from the corner by Goad. That one no good. Johnson. This is making me dizzy. Oh my gosh, and finally the foul through by Goad. Man, oh man. If you're a statistician right there, you're just you're trying to figure out exactly how many times Vinny Aja-Hongbeta, he's got 17. You got to look back to make sure you get the accurate amount of attempts and rebounds. And another 3. That one's no good. And now Smith with it. That 3 by Acevedo was no good. As they remain with the Blue Jays. They're going to say that went off Mobley's hands. And we'll have a timeout. 105-77, 11:24 left here in this contest. Blue Jays, 3 of their last 3, and they're still shooting an amazing 75% from the field and only 35% from Greenville. Now that's something that they don't worry about. They'll get their shots. I mean, even with 35%, they still scored 77 points. You got to remember that. They're 7 of 40 from beyond the arc. Free throws, 20 of 26. So they've converted 20 points from the charity stripe. 21 points from beyond the arc. Now, you take a look at what they did at North Park. North Park scores a record amount of points for that program. Get you that score that happened. That was 138-117. Now, the last game, prior to that, against Knox College, they lost 131-127. Then they lost to, let's see, on December 6th, 142-109. Then they lost 153-137. I mean, remarkable amount of points this team puts up. Here's Boone. Trellenberg, Boone. Near wing for 3. Ooh, in and out, no good. Trellenberg gets it. 107. Trellenberg now with 26. Here's Mobley. Como tried to move Boone out of the way. That's not going to work. Como will try a 15-footer baseline. Boone comes down with it. Smith outlet. Here's Trellenberg. He goes up. And he scores his 28th point of the night on the fast break points. And who was that? That was Caleb Johnson stepped out of bounds. Another turnover, and that's only the 6th one for the Panthers here tonight. 109-77. And we'll have a word with head coach John Baines at the conclusion of tonight's contest. Always a good time. Talk to the head coaches. Cameron Tucker, John Baines, Ajahong Betta gets the board. Kicks it out. Smith says, hey, I'll try a 3. That one no good. Well, they got a number 11 on the court, but I do not have a number 11 on my roster, so we'll see who that is. I'm thinking that's Joshua Williford. Let's see. I think that is Williford. So let me see. No, it's not. Well, let's see who they have down. Goad is number 11, so there's 2 Goads out there. Here's Blahout, scoop shot on it. He's got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Blue Jays in double digits. Here's Lofton cruising in right of the block. That one no good. Bodies flying everywhere. Smith comes out with it. Here's Blahout. He's got Lofton behind him. Blahout can't get it to fall. Smith, a lot of contact, no call. Here's Ajahong Betta. He's going to cruise into the lane, opposite hand, scoop shot. That one not strong enough. Lofton with the board. Here come the Panthers. There's another 3. That one off the front of the rim. Como with the board. Another 3 by Tully. That's no good. Ajahong Betta gets this one out to Blahout. There's Marshall. Pearson, timeout. Cherry with 10 boards leads the way for the Blue Jays. Ajahong Betta, he is only 2 boards away from a double-double. Trellenberg 28, Pearson 11, Ajahong Betta 17, Smith 10, Blahout 11, 10 for Boone. Taj Como with 10 for Greenville. Schreiber Rivera 14 and Tully with 11. Lofton just on the outside looking in with 9. 33% to 69% for the Blue Jays shooting from the field. 9 minutes left. It's only happened twice this year that the Panthers scored under 100 points. Back on November 25th against Spalding, they only scored 87. And then they won at CUC, Concord University of Chicago, 94-90. Every other contest was well above 100. They'll go on to Milliken on Friday night before returning home against Spalding, Principia, at Westminster, at home against Webster and Blackburn, at Eureka. Here's Cherry. Now Marshall bounces it in. Here's Boone, cruising baseline. He's going to kick this one back out. Good perimeter passing by the Blue Jays. Boone's going to try a long 3 from the far wing. That one's no good. Marshall, fresh 20 for the Blue Jays on the offensive board. Here's Cherry. That one batted down, and here come the Panthers. Mobley shot up too strong, but the follow-up is good by Goad. Elijah Gold. I don't have the other Goad, that's number 11, on my roster sheet. shoot. That one kicked away. And Como's going to be fouled, I think, by Boone. Next game was supposed to start at 7. Obviously, that's not going to happen because you have to have so much time between games. Trellenberg back in for Boone. Boone picks up his 4th foul. That's going to put Taim Como to the line. He's got 6. I'll make it 10, excuse me, now 11. His brother has 6. And he makes them both. Now with 12. 24-30 from the charity stripe. Trellenberg gets a long pass. Goes up, not strong enough. Como comes down with the board. Here's Mobley. Panthers in transition. Oh, what a pass. Pearson with the steal. Boy, Goad had it in his hands. Pearson took it out. Here's Trellenberg. 8:13 left. Blue Jays up 111-83. Finds Trellenberg, far side, looking for Cherry. 10 on the shot clock. Marshall. Cherry, free throw line, going to move in right of the block. Finds Pearson, he's trapped underneath the basket. Shot up, that one's no good. Off the second, third chance. Marshall, no good. And Trellenberg gets the errant pass, shot up and good. He's got 30 points for Dominic Trellenberg. Here's Mobley. That one almost turned over. Here's Como right of the lane. He goes in on Trellenberg. Well, I saw the forearm on that one. Trellenberg's second. That's going to put Taim Como to the line. Como with 12. He was just there. He hit both. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout. 113-83. A 30-point lead. Largest lead was 32 for the Blue Jays. Largest lead for the Panthers was 4. And that came back at the 9:02 mark of the first when they led. Their last lead was at, the 9:02 mark. We'll take a quick break. 7:25, 113-83 Blue Jays. We come back here on the CCIW Network and Suncom.tv.
I have a lot of family support that helps me balance school, the kids, work. A lot of people have said to me, Victoria, I don't know how you do it. It's crazy going back to school now. Why? You already have a company, you're already working. Why would you do that to yourself? I said Elmhurst is a great place to start off, even at my age, to come back to. The MBA program, the price of it is affordable. The location is very convenient. The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to. Once I graduate, it'll get back to normal and it'll be a lot easier, but it's well worth it.
Taim Como to the line after the foul committed by Dominic Trellenberg, which was his second, team's 8th. Como very good from the line, makes the first. He has yet to miss from the line tonight. He's missed 1. He's 6 of 7, excuse me. But he's got 4 fouls, and so does Lofton. Boone's got 4 fouls, and I think he's sitting on the bench right now. Como makes them both. Pretty impressive output here tonight. 113-85, 7:25 left. Blue Jays looking to push their overall record to 7-2. Pearson gets it into Marshall. Here's Cherry. He's got Blahout with him. Finds Ajahong Betta, shot up too strong. He gets his own board. He's going to go back up strong the second time, make it a third time. And Lofton is down. We got officials timeout. Tim Lofton down on the court. I hope he's okay. This kid is something special. He's a senior out of Hawthorne, California. He went down, there was some contact on him. There are some big players. Good round of applause for Mr. Lofton. I think they're going to bring him out for at least one play. I saw the one finger, led by head coach George Barber. He may be out for just a little bit longer. You got to be careful these days, especially with all the concussions going on and so forth. You got to be very, very careful. And Lofton being a senior, you know, he's Pearson. And that spins in. Pearson now with 13. You know, you don't know, will they take basketball to the next level, or are they just going to go right into the business field? Shot up, that one's no good by Hicks. Either way, you want to make sure they're prepared, you know, mentally and physically. You know, concussions, some scary stuff, folks. Looking back at some of the old football hits from back in the days, man, oh man, some of those hits, Hicks missing the first. If they were counted today, oh boy, we'd never get through a football game. There were some big, big hits back in the days to the quarterbacks. And it didn't matter who you were. The bigger the name, the harder you went down. Bradshaw, Staubach, Aikman, didn't matter. Eric Hipple for the Lions took a huge. Here's Ajahong Betta. Count it! Dunk City! And he's got 19. Hopefully Lofton's okay. What a play that time by Sheldon Grant II. My gosh, what a beautiful scoop shot. He's got 7. Here's Cherry. Under 6:30 left. Cherry going to cruise in Red Lane County. He's got 6. The lead up to 119 to 88. Long three, this time by Hicks. Nothing but net. Sophomore from Tower Hill, Illinois. 119-91. Here's Cherry. Scott Blahout with Marshall. Finds Marshall. I think that was Hicks that came right down on top of Blahout. He was making sure, again, good sportsmanship. That one in and out by Hicks. Here's Blahout. He's got Ajahong Betta with him. Nice bounce pass. Here's Vinny. Shot up, no good. He's going to be fouled. Foul going to be committed by Joseph Schreiber Rivera, 6'2" senior out of Nashville, Tennessee. That's only going to be his second foul. Team 6th, 5:46 left. Still 30-point lead, 121-91. Vinny, just what a night he's had. He's got 20 points. He's 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Jerry is 4 points away from a double-double. Already has the rebounds. But Vinny, I tell you, only as a sophomore, this kid has gotten so much better. Head coach John Baines talks about, gets the role, about his temperament in the gym. He is there, first one in, last one out, working out, putting in the time, and you can definitely see the product. Como, if that's Boone, he's gone. It is. Boone will exit with 10 points, 4-7 from the field. 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, 2 of 3 from the free throw line with 3 boards, 2 assists. Played 11 minutes, and he will foul out. Taim Como, 6'6" senior from Las Vegas, to the line. He's got 14. Really good from the free throw line, 7 of 8. And that one's short. He has carried 4 fouls for the longest time, him and Lofton both. Lofton still on the bench. You know, I think for medical reasons, you gotta keep an eye on him. Still long season ahead. And he is one heck of a player, and that's Tim Lofton. Here's Trellenberg. Marshall, Williams, Witcher trapped in the corner by Mobley. Witcher brings it in, kicks that one out. That was Javier. Long 3 that time by Williams is no good. Here's Mobley trying to go around Smith, can't do it. Sling pass over to the far corner. Here's Acevedo. 18 on the shot clock, 5 minutes left. Here's Mobley, floater in the lane, no good. DJ Javier, freshman from Oak Forest, Tinley Park High School. Williams, 5-footer, that one no good. Caleb Johnson with the board. Johnson, that's his 7th. Como kicks it out, long 3 for Goad is good. 123-94. There's Smith, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like Caleb Johnson. That is Caleb Johnson. That's his 3rd. Team 7th. Lofton back into the contest. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He sat for about 3 minutes after being down on the court. Hopefully he's okay. Luke Smith, freshman from Addison, Illinois, went to Addison Trail High School. 6-foot guard, makes the first. He's got 11. That's his first free throws of the night. Team now shooting 26 of 34 from the charity stripe. Women's team waiting anxiously to come out. They're taking on the Adrian Bulldogs. That game coming up at the conclusion of this high-scoring track meet between Greenville and the Blue Jays. Here's Tolley. He's going to drive into the lane. Floater, 5-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Witcher with the boards. Here's Trellenberg. Trellenberg slows it down. Now Witcher finds Smith. Trellenberg at the near elbow. Here's Javier for 3. That one no good. Lofton with the board. He's out there. Como. And that's an offensive foul. Saw the arm kind of fly out. Pushed off. Called by the officials. Cherry checking back in, and we're going to have a timeout. 3:58 left. 125-94. Blue Jays with the lead. What a contest it's been here. As the Christmas break has already started, majority of kids, I think probably maybe 100 or so, are still left here at the university. A lot of international students that have to go very long distances to get home. Hopefully they all have a wonderful holiday season, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, have a safe and very, very happy holiday season. From all of us here at the Elmhurst University's athletics department, and thank you for watching us all year. I mean, we still got one more that we will do here on the 30th for the men. Final women's action for 2025 here on CCIW Network coming up right after the completion of this. It's the Adrian Bulldogs and the Elmhurst University Blue Jays. Here in men's action, 125-94. What a contest it has been. Blue Jays will get it in. Here's Smith. Long outlet pass. Javier. Now Witcher. Bounces it in. Witcher, far corner. 15 on the shot clock. Witcher going to drive baseline. Finds Williams. And this one's going to be a turnover on the Blue Jays. That's going to be their 15th of the evening. And we'll be talking to head coach John Baines. It'll be short and sweet. Sure they want to get back home to the families and stuff. Like I said, being on Christmas break. And Lofton and Williams on the tie-up, and it's going to be Blue Jays ball on the possession arrow. These guys are going to have to grab their own oxygen tank on the way out of here. What a Herculean task it is going up against Greenville. Marshall, now Witcher in the far corner. Gives it up, Cherry. 8-footer, just right of the lane. Nice. Nice shot there by Cherry. He's got 8. Totally going to get this one up to Como. That one too long. Marshall comes down with it. Outlet, here's Witcher. Witcher, he wanted to go the distance. Had that one stripped. Here's Lofton and the Panthers. Kicks it out. Here's Tully for a long 3. That one no good. Now Cherry with the board. Aja Hongbeta, all he needs is one more. Get him out there for that double-double. Here's Cherry. Williams, wide open 3. Good. Nothing but net for the big man, Jeffrey Williams. He's got 5. That one, Schreiber. Rivera, no good. Here's Witcher, wide open, uncontested 3. Count it, back-to-back 3s. Bang, bang, 133.94, 2:10 left. All Blue Jays. Schreiber, Rivera, right of lane, tries to kiss it off the glass. What a touch. He's got 16 hard-earned points. What a shot. Foul committed by Brandon Tully. Monte Vista High School out of San Diego, California. The next 2 Gladiators will step into the arena, the Bulldogs and the Blue Jays. Probably be about a 25, maybe 30-minute break between games. 1:53 left. Let's see, that they have Aja Hongbeta, and they do not. And I think they just realized that he's one board away. Cherry, he's just a basket away from a double-double. Here's Marshall. And he makes them both. 135-96. What a game for the Blue Jays. Here's Goad. Gives it up, Acevedo. Loading shot, no good. Williams with the board. Gets it out to Cowler. Some cleanup action right here. That one no good by Colvin. 3-pointer by Goad is no good. There's a 3 by Goad. That one's no good. Weiserman with the board. That one stripped away. Another 3 attempt, and this one is finally good by Ethan Hicks. 135-99, a minute 10 left. Here comes Collar. He's got some company downtown. And then that one, Weiserman fouled, going up for the slamma-jamma. Well, the suspense is almost over. Only 62 seconds left. The only thing they need to do is run the clock. And if Greenville scores one more point, they are in the century mark again, averaging 117.5 6.2 points a game. They're under their average, but the Blue Jays playing way, way, way above what Greenville has brought to the table tonight. And I tell you, they are prepared. Benjamin makes one of two. Underneath, and the foul. Caleb Johnson will go to the line. I think the foul is going to be on Collar.
That last foul was charged to Dwight Collar, his third. That is Caleb Johnson at the free throw line.
.136.99, 55 seconds left. And he makes it. 36-point lead. It's like an NBA score, 136 to 100. Javier. Evan Salvador, 6-foot freshman out of Mundelein. He'll go to the line for the Blue Jays. Well, it was, are you going to be able to play up to the potential track meet that Greenville brings to the table every night? You know, you can check that box. Can you go toe-to-toe with the highest average scoring team in Division III? Check mark. 64% to 33%. Shot up no good. That is the 94th shot by the Panthers here tonight. 31 to 94 from the field. They are 10 of 51 from beyond the arc. That's what they do. They're 6-2. That shot no good. Javier with the board, shot clock off. And I think I just heard no foul. And the Blue Jays will get it. Turnaround hook shot, that one no good by Colvin. It will stay with the Blue Jays, and I think head coach George Barber said no foul. So they'll inbound this with 13 seconds left. 37-point lead for the Blue Jays. Largest was 39. There's Salvador, and I think they'll just hold this ball. And the Blue Jays will move to 7-2 overall, no shots. White flag is being waved. And the Blue Jays now 7-2 overall. They move historically to 5-3 against Greenville. Final score 137 to 100. And the Panthers will drop to 6-3 overall. Dominic Trellenberg with 30 points to lead the way. Cherry with 12 boards. Lahoot with 7 assists. For the Panthers, Trevor Rivera, 16 points. Caleb Johnson, 7 rebounds. And Sheldon Grant II with 5 assists. Largest lead for the Panthers was 4, 39 for the Blue Jays. I think John Baines will be heading this way. We'll be talking to him in just a second. As soon as I see him coming over, I'll just switch headsets. And what a game here tonight. 2 more left here in 2025. You got on the road at Co on the 19th and home against Ripon on the 30th. And head coach John Baines coming up right now. So I will step aside and we'll be right back in about 20 seconds with head coach John Baines. Head coach John Baines, and coach, congratulations. Back-to-back wins, a nail-biter against Illinois Wesleyan tonight. It was a cardio test against the run-and-gun Greenville University Panthers, and a team that averages 117 points per contest. You guys came out and you kind of gave them a dose of their own medicine by scoring 137.
Yeah, this is the first time we've played this style in about a decade, and so I was a little worried because, you got to get acclimated to it. You're playing a lot of guys. We had some younger guys playing in a rotation tonight that normally don't get a lot of minutes, but they're good players. They just, in this situation, there are just so many possessions. We normally average 68 possessions a game. Greenville averages 114. And so we knew that that's almost like a 70-minute basketball game in reality. And so you knew you had to play some guys. You had to keep the rotations pretty tight.
Well, how do you go from practicing and getting ready for Illinois Wesleyan compared to a team such as Greenville? How do you get that mindset and the body right to play this type of tempo?
I'll give our scout team a lot of credit. We did a lot of like 7-on-5 where we had 6 guys at one end, 6 guys at the other. We were trapping all the rebounds, and it takes a lot of buy-in because they knew that there was no reserve game, and they're just out there practicing and running around doing something different. And so I give them a lot of credit. They really prepared us well.
Well, Trellenberg does what Trellenberg does. He scored 30. Vinny Ajahongbeta with 21. Pearson with 13. I mean, it was a distributed game contest-wise. You had Blahout with 11. I mean, and you guys, the percentage, 63 to their 33. But the reason why they shoot a low percentage, they shoot so many shots.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mathematical term their head coach uses to get to that point.
Yeah, it's all analytics on their side of it, and I thought we did a good job in the second half of not fouling them. Part of the reason I felt like they were hanging around with us in the first half, we were getting to the three-point line and contesting it, but we were fouling them too much, and that's next thing you know, that's 2 points at the stop clock. That's time for them to catch a breath. It's time for them to press. So everything revolves around us not fouling them, and I thought we did a better job of that in the second half, early in the second half.
Well, your guys played one heck of a game. Time to get some oxygen in the system, and then you guys set up for Co on the road, and then back here on the 30th before the calendar flips over to 2026 against Ripon, and you're playing 2 non-conference teams again, and then we go right in back to the CCIW.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. This is not coach speak. This is not Lou Holtz, pumping somebody else. Co is really a good team. We are going to we're playing a game tonight where this is just completely different than what we're used to. We're going to go over and take a 3.5-hour drive tomorrow to get to Iowa, and then turn right back around on Friday and play against their good team on the road. And I'm as worried as I could be, because I really do think that this is going to be one of our hardest games of the year in terms of coming back from this, being on break, the whole thing. We're done after that game. Everybody goes on a vacation for Christmas break. There's every reason for us not to play well, and when that's the case, then you're really, really leaning into your leadership and your older players to respond and to bring the level of play up for the guys.
Well, I know you and the coaching staff will have these kids ready, and Christmas right now is definitely on their mind, but also playing some really good basketball, and that's what we're seeing out of the Blue Jays right now. So good luck at Co. We'll see you back here on the 30th for Ripon. Until then, Coach, be safe out there, and congratulations on a big win tonight.
You guys have a happy holiday.
Absolutely. Head coach John Baines, final score 137 to 100, your final score. Women's action coming up next. Adrian Bulldogs and the Elmhurst University Blue Jays.